The DA in Coffee County is following through with a crackdown on drug offenders at the Bonnaroo Music Festival this year. This week in Manchester, instead of paying a fine to get out of it, the DA began having violators appear before a judge. Jason Lamb tells us what's behind the change.
The DA in Coffee County says he didn't think it was fair that people cited for drugs before and after Bonnaroo were getting different punishments than those cited during Bonnaroo. He said he was going to do something about it, and this week we got a better idea of what that looks like.
So I had to do something to make it fair, to make it the playing field even.
The DA, Craig Northcott, says in the past, people cited for drug possession at Bonnaroo were able to pay an inflated fine to get their charges dropped. He says that's no more.
Criminal justice system is not a money-making machine. It's one of the few legitimate government functions that I think taxpayers should have to pay for.
He says any other time of the year, people charged with drug possession would have to hire an attorney, show up to court, and pay fines and fees.
You're going to expect that to cost you somewhere between $7,500 and $10,000 by the time you're done. It's not cheap.
So this week, the DA followed through, bringing all drug offenders or their hired attorneys to answer before a judge. Most of them signed plea agreements to fines of $1,500 to $5,000. Sound a little steep? The DA says that's because out-of-town violators can't go on probation, a typical sentence for in-town violators. The higher fine, he says, makes up for that.
I did not think it was reasonable for them to get a lighter penalty than someone who was local.
So for those who may be thinking of attending Bonnaroo next year, the DA has a message.
I say please come and enjoy yourselves and do so responsibly. But if you decide to break the law, there are consequences.
In Coffee County, Jason Lamb, News Channel 5 HD.
The next court date for people caught with drugs at Bonnaroo is set for September 25th.